So these are two pieces of live edge we're putting together. And there's a pretty substantial gap between the two. I have this sheeted on the bottom, and I glued it to try and keep any epoxy from oozing out. But again, this is going to take a lot of epoxy to fill. I don't need it for structure, so I'm going to fill some of this into spray foam, so I'm not using so much of my epoxy. And again, it's going to be black, so that you're not going to see through. This table is actually, one piece is much thicker than the other, so this is going to have to be built up. With the epoxy, this will have to be floated thicker over here, and we'll make that even. I mean, this is saving, like, potentially save a gallon or two of epoxy, which is a lot of money. It's surprising, even in big roofs like this one here, where girls are, it's surprising how much epoxy will go down in there and just waste away the nothing. So again, a can of spray foam, $9. A gallon of epoxy, 150 or whatever it is. So started putting the epoxy in the cracks, so you can actually see. Again, I'm not sure how well this is going to turn out with doing the spray foam, but it's definitely saved a ton of epoxy. So I have this one started. That one I'm poured as much as I'm going to pour on that one, only because it has to dry. This one here I started mixing up a little bit more in a big bucket right here, and I am dyeing it black. So here we are with another coat on the tables, and you can see this one. I had much better success with this one, the second one. I think my first pour of this one here was too thick, and if you pour it too thick, it can get cloudy. So I'm gonna have to you have to come up with something creative. I might do a colored epoxy and make it just, you can see how there's dark in there. I might just do something and like streak it so it looks intentional, because I feel like it looks, you know, it's like black and white there. I mean, it's, you know, it could have looked so much different. Like, this is how it was supposed to look. You can see the difference. So I might have to come up with something creative for that one. I'm thinking some kind of color. I have to do something to pivot so that the tops and not have to sand that completely down, because it's near impossible to do. So I'm gonna have to do something to make that one look better, because I'm not real happy with how it turned out, but I like the other one.